Hello, welcome and welcome back. This is Jacob, and today we're going to be continuing the module short story narrations for the various operators in Arknights. And today we're going to be picking up the short story for W. Everybody's favorite crazy pants operator, right? She's crazy, but she may be not crazy. She's crazy, but maybe she's calculating? She's crazy. But maybe she's also going to blow herself up. Wait, that's crazy. But yeah, I picked up this story considering that where I am currently with the main story narration, and she, at the parts where I am currently, plays quite a bigger role. Plus, I recently did the narration for the Darkness Memoir side story. So yeah, here we are with W's pick of this one. And oh boy, this is an interesting one to read through and think about a bit. But pretty much falls in line with all things W, I guess. But let's get into it, shall we? First off, the module itself just gives her extra attack and HP, which is nice. And slightly more than doubles her attack when she is attacking enemies that are blocked. Which is quite insane if you think about it, considering her certain skills. But yeah, the module itself pretty much fits in line with everything W. Mercenary bags, pouches for ammunition, and probably more explosives, grenades. Who the hell knows what the hell is in this canister? Probably more explosives. A knife, no. Pins from previously used grenades. More weapons in the back. Pretty much all things W. All the things she actually carries in both her art here, in her original like outfit from back when she picked up the previous W's equipment, and much more. But yeah, let's get into this story, shall we? So, the title of this story is Mercenary's Bag, and it goes like this. The Mercenary's Bag has an interlayer, and within it go things she doesn't normally bring out. Young, wandering children are all too common a sight across these lands, most clinging onto their bitter lives. A little girl pleads with a group of monsters, hoping to be spared some food. "Please, please help me," says the little girl. "I can do a lot of things. I can help you out too." The monsters take pity on this wasteland vagabond, and they accept her, allowing her into a small den she can call home. "You're so nice," she says with her tiny cloth bundle. "I can hunt. I'll bring back even more food for you." The skies grow dark, and dark means unsafe. She shrinks into her hiding spot, looking out at the dim sky. "We don't have enough food. You said you would hunt. Now's the time." The leader of the squad of monsters brushes its hair out of its eyes and says to the girl, "Bring back more food." The girl journeys out alone into the dark, and all the creatures under the night sky tuck themselves away, leaving her with nothing. But far in the distance, she catches sight of a small campfire. A bag of food full enough for several days, and a seemingly very listless mercenary. "Take it," the thought pops into her head. Finally, she reaches out and manages to grasp the bag. Inside is something she hasn't eaten in a long time. Real food. Snatch it, steal it, whatever it takes. Getting it is the only way the monsters will recognize her. Taking it is the only way they will let her stay. She clutches it tight and starts to run. With the mercenary giving chase, the girl runs all the way back to the squad of monsters, and they rush at the mercenary, claws out. But the wails she imagines never come. The mercenary seems to be saying something in a long, loud voice. The girl peeks out from behind the bonfire. The mercenary takes the monsters once more into the black night, and after a brief departure, they come back. The monsters are delighted, crying out in celebration, as they haul a modest convoy of supplies out from the night. Time passes, growing darker still, and it comes time to rest. The girl lies down in relief. The mercenary takes watch duty, and after they are done celebrating, the monsters too sleep beside the bonfire. She takes stock of this newcomer, and the newcomer returns her gaze. After a brief moment of eye contact, she turns away and shuts her eyes. The monsters murmur as they dream, and the mercenary adds some wood to the fire. Only one pair of eyes is open, glinting in the flames, and they seize up the camp. When the only sound to be heard by the bonfire is steady breathing, the girl opens her eyes. Once all the other sounds completely disappear, she emerges from the hiding spot. We make a good team. In the mercenary's hand is a blade, slicked with a liquid thick and red. The girl looks around, taking in the state of the camp. She finds a patch of ground to sit down on, still more or less clean. The mercenary starts moving the things back to their camp, and left alone, she looks up at the moons. Traitor, the sole remaining monster, charges out from the corner, breath ragged and letting out an incomprehensible voice. It grapples the girl. "I'm going to die like this," thinks the girl as she struggles desperately. "I can't die." A hole is made in her little bundle. A shard of a blade cuts through the cloth in her grip and slices her hand. She grips this shard tightly and thrusts it into the night over and over, until the monster can no longer hold off its weapon. Thick, sticky, red liquid trickles to the floor. Survive. Inside the interlayer of the mercenary's bag is the shard of a blade, something she placed in there even before she was a mercenary. And there we go. That is W's module short story, and yep, Paul's pretty much in line with all things you would imagine about W. the lives of the sarkaz and Kazdel before they become later in life mercenaries. Pretty much a lot of people just wandering around until later they started rebuilding their country and everything. But we know how that goes through the stories. But this is an interesting one, and probably a pretty common sight in the lands of the mercenaries. Considering that yes, these two were a team. She was pretty much just a innocent little child that would infiltrate an enemy camp, carry favor with them, and then she would somehow bring the other guy to the camp. And yeah, well, he would just slaughter everybody, grab the loot, and run. Also, I would like to point out that the blade is actually here in the art. It's poking out here out of this pouch in the back. Kind of neat little detail to be had there. I think it's actually kind of like ripping through. Yeah, I think so. Oh, pretty good. But yeah, that would be W's short story from her days when she was still a wee little girl before she became W. before she picked up that gear and guns from the previous one. I was also reading that and thinking like, could this be the original W? But then again, probably not, right? Because W was already, original W was already with that mercenary squad for a while, and it would be weird if the other two didn't know about this girl. Plus the fact that what was it again? Shit! Wow, the thought went out of my head. Yeah, plus the fact that W came, the new W, the one we know, came to them because she had her own agenda, but then decided not to go through with that. But this would be it for today's short story. Tomorrow, or roughly tomorrow or day after, we're gonna continue the file narration series with the 4 stars, and then one more module story for the rest of the week. But this will be it for today. So, like always, I hope you have a fantastic day wherever you are, and I will see you in the next video. But until then, bye bye.